Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Gianluigi Buffon, one of the greatest goalkeepers the game has seen. We're going to be talking about him as he talks about some certain Barcelona topics. He talks about Neymar, the 2015 final, and he talks about what could have been a potential move from Barcelona for Gianluigi Buffon. But as well, I'm going to be talking about Andres Christensen and Lamine Yamal, giving an injury update in regards to both of these players. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you're going to stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Gianluigi Buffon, one of the best goalkeepers the game has ever seen, and arguably for many, the best goalkeeper in its history. Personally, I'm a fan of Manuel Neuer. I think he has the crown of the best goalkeeper of all time. But you can't make an argument for Buffon or even Iker Casillas. I think those are the goalkeepers in which you say are the best of all time. And Gianluigi Buffon, he did have some words to say in regards to Barcelona. He starts off by saying, "When I left Juventus, Barcelona offered me a contract to be their substitute goalkeeper. I liked the idea of playing with Messi. I had already played with Cristiano Ronaldo." And the thoughts of Buffon at Barcelona, it would have been very nice. Even if this move would have gone through, Barcelona, they weren't going to get peak Buffon. This was roughly around 2019, 2020, I believe. And so Buffon was not at the peak of his powers. Buffon, after that stint in Juventus, he did go to PSG, in which he played for, I believe, a season or two before, he went to Italy back again and played with Parma. But, Buffon, it was absolutely fantastic, his time in football. And Gianluigi Buffon as the substitute goalkeeper for Barcelona, it wouldn't have been the worst of ideas. It wouldn't have been the worst of ideas. John Buffon continues. He says, "I considered signing for Barca as a backup goalkeeper, but I was listening to the radio and an old song came up, something I hadn't listened to in 10 years. It reminded me of Parma, and I took it as a signal. I had to return to Parma, where it all started." And that's where he finished his career. He recently retired last year. And, I would have loved to see Buffon play for Barcelona. A goalkeeper who is of amazing quality and, who did make things very difficult for Barcelona at times, having some clutch saves. I'm reminded of that 2016, 2017 Barcelona run and that Juventus team where they were absolutely rock solid in the back, especially with Gianluigi Buffon putting in amazing saves. I remember, I think, 1 or 2 saves in the first leg in Italy, in which Andres Iniesta, a fantastic ball from Lionel Messi, Buffon has a world-class save to deny Andres Iniesta. Would have been an away goal for Barcelona and could have changed the outcome of the tie. But Buffon continues. He talks now about the 2015 final, in which Barcelona, they did beat Juventus 3-1. And he says, "After the 2015 Champions League final, I felt someone tap on my back. Gigi, can we swap shirts?" said Leo Messi. The greatest players are never pretentious. And I absolutely love that relationship that Messi has with Buffon, a relationship of respect. And you can tell that both of these players just respect each other and, have an admiration for what they do out on the pitch. And he continues on. He says, "Barcelona 2015 and Real Madrid 2017 are the two best footballing teams in the last 20 years." And that's absolutely crazy for Buffon to say because, he's been part of some amazing teams. You're looking at that Juventus team, the Italy team, Buffon, he's been at the top level of football for so long. I believe he debuted in the season of 95. And so for being at the top level for so long and to experience and see so much, it is absolutely amazing praise to say that Barcelona, that team that beat them in the final, as well as a team from Real Madrid, are the best two footballing teams. I think that just speaks to the quality of the players and the teams that Buffon has faced. And now he talks about Neymar. He says, the best player I've played with, I'd say Neymar Jr. In my opinion, he deserved to win 5 Ballon d'Ors. I had the chance to share the pitch with Zidane, Ronaldo, Messi, and more. But Neymar was really special. He was a special guy and player. And he says, that kid, he should have won 5 Ballon d'Ors. And it's absolutely a shame, man, that Neymar, he did not win any Ballon d'Ors. And it sucks that he's so injury prone, man, because when you look at his career, it could have been so much more. A player who, was the prince that was never crowned the king. That saying is always regarded in regards to Neymar. When you look at his injuries that moved to PSG, he had it all at Barcelona, but that move just never flourished. But these were some very interesting words from Buffon. Just a player, a goalkeeper who was at the top level for so long, and who just gives insight into the thought. And look at that praise that he gave Neymar. To say he's the best player that he's played with, that's absolutely absurd. Neymar, he's just that talented, man. And it's such a shame that we can't really see the best of Neymar, as the injuries have played his career and such. But now, guys, switching the topic, I do want to talk about Andres Christensen, because Andres Christensen, he has undergone surgery for on his Achilles tendons on both of his feet. And bad news in regards to this, he will be out until the end of January, start of February, around that time period. Now, we did talk about Andres Christensen, said that he was going to be coming, at the start of next year. But, that conservative treatment that he was undergoing, for that Achilles tendons, he's still feeling some discomfort. There aren't any positive results, and that surgery that he has undergone, it is to remedy the pain for good. And it's an absolute shame, man, that Andres Christensen, he's been injured for so long. He got injured, at the start of the season, and his injury allowed Barcelona to register Dani Olmo. And at the time, people were saying, "Oh, how is Barcelona registering, Dani Olmo? They're just doing, they're faking this injury from Andres Christensen." And that's absolutely ridiculous. But we wish Andres Christensen all the very best. And this doesn't help really his transfer speculation. We did talk about it briefly on yesterday's episode. And if you guys have missed that, go make sure to check it out. But we wish Andres Christensen all the best and a speedy recovery. But we continue on and talking about Barcelona players who are injured at the moment. We have to talk about Lamine Yamal, because before the international break, Lamine Yamal, he did, pick up an injury. He had a right ankle sprain, and right now the chances of him returning this weekend against Celta Vigo, they are very, very slim. Right now, Barcelona, they're not going to be taking any risks, but it's not completely ruled out that he could be in the squad for that. But it's most likely that Lamine Yamal is going to miss this weekend's game, and he's going to be ready to play in next week's games in the Champions League. I believe it's going to be against Brest, and that's when potentially Ferran Torres could return, and if not, against Las Palmas in the weekend after. But it's going to be very interesting to see how Hansi Flick decides to line up in that front line, because with the absence of Lamine Yamal, we're not going to have someone up top in that right-hand side, but potentially moving Rafinha onto the right, bringing in Ansu Fati, or having Dani Olmo that could add some offensive firepower. But in regards to Lamine Yamal, we want to be cautious. We don't want to rush him. We want to take our time with him, and we want to take care of him. Absolutely no risk should be taken in regards to Lamine Yamal. But guys, those are for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of those words from Buffon, in which he talked about Neymar? He said he's the best player that he's ever played with, that he should have won 5 Ballon d'Ors. He praises that 2015 Barcelona squad. And as well, he talked about a potential transfer to Barcelona, but, he opted to return to his boyhood club in Parma. But guys, that was it for the news. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.